Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we're checking out the Mobile Lab Site free roam for Lego Jurassic World. You can see on the left we do have a couple of requirements, same as always. You gotta complete the story and gotta have the free play completed to have all the characters and dinosaurs needed. We also find a character, or maybe two, who knows, we'll find out along the way. And we get a couple collectibles too, as you might have noticed on the right back there. So we're gonna go ahead and select our map and head off to the second island over on the right in the second area. And yeah, so we're going to leave the Stegosaurus territory, and we're going to keep on keeping on until we get to the Mobile Lab Site. So yeah, make your way all the way down here, and we come to this big opening with a race and a vehicle spawn pad, but most importantly, the kiosk. So we'll go ahead and activate that by pressing the icon indicated, and it shows a couple of bricks here. And we'll go ahead and take a peek at the map, maybe, or oh, I guess not. I guess we're not going to go ahead and look at the totals there. We're going to go ahead and get started here. So over the front right side of the ledge here, there is a Dilophosaurus block. So go ahead and get your TUI on and break down the block so you can find the gold brick in behind it. Now that we have that out of the way, we'll go ahead and make our way back towards the middle area here. And we're going to go ahead and switch on over to one of our favorite characters, Ellie. She's got the old... Oh, did you notice I purchased a couple versions of her accidentally there? Yeah, that'll happen if you're not careful. But basically, there's a watering spot right in the middle. We can use our water can, and it'll grow this giant bush that actually pukes out a gold brick. I'm not kidding. And there it falls, and we're going to go ahead and grab that up. Hopefully, we have some hand sanitizer to clean up after ourselves there. Or after the plant, that is. But you might notice in the back over here, there is some shrubs. So we're going to take Alan and his raptor claw to go ahead and tear through those. We're going to make our way all the way up the hill and to the back. And you notice that there's a little bit of a rope holding up some sort of I don't know, it looks like an elevator shaft or car or something. I don't know what it is, but it's up there. We also find the InGen scout here. We have to give him a pow right in the kisser to go ahead and stop bothering us. And then watch this comical moment. Whap, 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 whap. We went ahead and dropped that cage right on his head, but it also dropped the brick for us, so that was the most important part about that. And now that we've got that brick out of the way, we will go ahead and purchase the old scout here. What's up, scout? We couldn't get to him because the cage prevented that, so we had to make our way around back. Just a measly 20,000 studs, not too much. We'll actually make that up right here, in fact. Cha, 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 cha. All right, making our way back. If you probably noticed the big race. If you didn't, I don't know how you didn't. I talked about it already, so must not be paying very good attention. But there's this race here, and you could probably use a Packy because they are able to charge and jump. But we're going to go ahead and use the vehicle spawner here and purchase the old gyrosphere. Why, you ask? Well, because it actually goes pretty fast, and it also allows us to jump. And you'll see here in a second, we're going to need that ability, so... I have not tried this with a dinosaur. Like I said, you might be able to get away with doing it that way. But once that zero kicks off, gets to rolling, literally, and make your way down through the path all the way around, following checkpoint per checkpoint. Now, as I've mentioned before in other videos, it certainly seems like these races are a lot easier than they were before, but they seem to be a lot longer. I don't know if it's just me, but look, we're making our way all the way back, and look at that. We're right where we started on the dock. But we're going to roll on back, because that's how we got to do that. We got something else waiting for us back here, remember? And I guess technically I don't know how much jumping you really needed to do in that, but it's good to have one just in case, especially jumping off the edge there, you know? So we're almost back. We're rolling through the Stegosaurus territory, and now we're back into the Mobile Lab Site, sorry. And I didn't mark that. I didn't change that up above just because I didn't want to confuse everybody. But we're going to make our way back down the backside of the path here, breaking through the log with our gyrosphere. And we come to a lake or a river or something, a crossing nonetheless. So we'll go ahead and use the little pedestals out there to hop across, and then we find ourselves a vine. We'll go ahead and jump across the vine, and now we find a boinger. So get your boing on, get all the way up top, and on the left-hand side there's a rock. I totally missed it when I first looked at it, but smash the rock down and build it up into a tripod, and switch to your favorite photographer, and get your old snap on. It's definitely a Kodak moment here. You'll see in a second. Go ahead and we'll switch on over to Nick Van Owen and snap that. Look at that. I don't know if that was a good dinosaur sound, but I was trying to add an effect to the picture, and we go ahead and jump for joy because we got the gold brick as well as the photograph. And as you can see, we got everything listed on the map, which means only one thing. That's going to wrap up Lego Jurassic World Mobile Lab Site Free Roam. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. We hope you found it easy and maybe a little bit entertaining. I try to put a smile on your face every once in a while. Those workers in peril aren't the only ones that I try to turn that frown upside down. Know what I'm saying? But hey, if you guys have any questions, comments, or simply want to get involved in the conversation, head on over to Facebook, Twitter, or comment, vote, subscribe down below. We also have HappyThumbsGaming.com, which you might find pretty useful because we do have a trophy achievement guide with lots of videos, lots of listings, explanations of glitches, how to avoid them in some cases, not all of them. And, but check it out. Doug works hard on that guide, and he certainly would appreciate your eyeballs meeting the guide for the first time. So, as for me, that's going to go ahead and do it. As always, until next time. That was dinosaur for. See ya.